biggest lie people still believe about Tupac?
He alive. He stole my weed. Who? Tupac.
He tell you a lie. What would shock people the most if they spent one day with Pac? What would shock people?
Just adventurous, you know what I'm saying?
Like he was like, it's like it's only two people I wish I met in life. Well, three: Biggie, Pac, and Michael Jackson.
I met them all.
Man, you pissed me off, nigga. You weren't supposed to say that, my nigga. Like I'm just telling you.
My mother used to tutor Janet Jackson in school, but my mother was a R&B singer that wrote songs for Bobby Blue Bland, James Cleveland.
Oh wow.
Monk Higgins and all them, the producers and all that. She used to write songs, do background. So she did songs, and she would tutor Janet Jackson on the weekend. So my mother would bring me, Snoop, and his mother Beverly, my auntie Beverly, to the house, and we'd be over there all weekend just hanging out. My mother be in there teaching the vocals and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, and all that type of stuff. And school. Yeah, Havenhurst.
Really?
Encino, yeah.
That's the name of their house.
Nigga, I know, nigga. I'm just.
I got
He just said
stuff.
it like, yeah, I used to hang out with my mom. But, what are you talking about? Like, Janet, what?
Yeah, Snoop. Hey, ask Snoop. He gonna tell you. Mm-hmm.
What's something, I would ask you, I'm just gonna run down a few people. What's one thing Suge Knight deserves credit for? More credit for?
Being a bully.
More, he deserves more, he's the bigger bully than people
He's a big boogie man, yeah. He gonna go in there and get it, though. He a big boogie man, you know. Once he start doing this, it's a tragic thing.
What that mean?
You know what I mean? He got a little thing where he twitches something like, you know what I'm saying? If you ever look at any video and he do like this, he finna clobber your motherfucker.
So it's like
that let you know he thinking about something.
So it's like on Mike Tyson Punch Out when the fucking boxer do that, you know, when
that's called the Suge Knight. You do like this.
Hold on, I'm gonna go to Snoop now. Did you ever imagine your cousin, Snoop, or when did you realize he's gonna be a global icon like he is?
I've been knew that.
You knew that as little boys?
Yeah, from day one. We was rapping, do all that shit, and then, you know, like I'll be telling him, and I'll tell him to his face, you bigger than Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Niggas know you before Mickey Mouse.
He's bigger than Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, he bigger than Mickey Mouse.
That's what I'm saying. See, like, that's your cousin. Y'all need each other, bro. Like,
but you gotta know the other side of him, though.
The other side of Libra.
Yeah, the other side, that mean street side, that fuck you, you know what I'm saying? And that treacherous side, that, you know, the shit that you don't want to see, that you're gonna see.
In today's music business, if you was an artist coming up in it, how would you attack it? Like, would you go after the industry? Would you go after independence? Like, what would you do if you was trying to come up as a young 20-year-old today?
Independent. And work it, I mean, like they say, are you ready to sell everything in your house?
What else we want to talk about, man?
Without further ado,
Pluto.
King Pluto.
He's been dropped.
No features.
And there's been mixed reviews on this. This is the first time in my history of Pluto since 2012, 13.
Yeah.
That we've had as many reviews saying that this album was trash. I think that's
I think that when you're an artist like Future, and I'm gonna say Future because Future, he's rare. He has a huge fan base with women. Women love him, but street dudes love him also. Mm-hmm. And he's one of those rare rappers where he'll do a record like, I'm a monster on these hoes, right? And then he'll also turn around and do a record like Incredible, right? Mm-hmm. Talking to the girls. So when you're an artist like Future, you check more than one box. If your album isn't balanced or if it wasn't what they think they expected to get, those guys are gonna have a problem with you. I listened to the album. I fucked with it. The Future that I know him to be, he's see, another thing with albums, another thing, I hate when people get on people when they albums. Like, he's trying to communicate something to us. What's the name of the album? The Real Me?
The Real Me.
Okay, so he's probably trying to tell y'all, this is who I am, and if y'all don't like it or talk bad, he won't release that guy no more. I just give y'all DS3 if that's what y'all want. Mm-hmm. So I also look at it through the lens of exploration, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. They said he's gonna do about 200. So I think Future's letting y'all know he's king.
Definitely gonna be
regardless
number
of
one.
how we felt about it.
No, I'm just saying, regardless of how, regardless of how whoever felt,
yeah.
I think he's gonna be number one and he's about to do 200 in a world where these rappers have been doing like 20, 30, 40, to see Future come out and do that much, I mean,
that's crazy.
That's crazy to me.
I guess the question, because me and Silk brought up earlier that there was a few things that was missing from this album outside of him having 0 features, but Metro Boomin.
So I have a couple notes as the local Pluto
Let's go.
Pluto aficionado.
Let's go.
You know, So listen, on the first listen, I was a little disappointed. And then I had to listen again the next day. And then I was like, cool. But yeah, I did say I thought him and Drake were going to do a swap. I get why he didn't have Metro. He dropped 2 albums with Metro in 2024. It was a lot of Metro. So maybe you wanted to kind of pull back on the Metro, but I would have liked to hear Metro at least once. He had some snippets the fans was going crazy about that didn't make the project. There's, to me, the number one problem I feel like in music right now when I see these big releases, and I love to get your take on this, Ray, which is I feel like if this album was 15 songs, it'd be perfect. But because it's 22 songs, you end up with, I think Trench Coat's kind of a throwaway. I think Snow and Skyami is kind of a throwaway. I think Build a Bitch is kind of a throwaway, right? So it's like, why is it that I know they doing it to chase streams, but sometimes I feel like they ruin the perception of their album by overloading it with 20 records instead of cutting it down to 14, 15.
Because you can. Because you can. If you're a superstar like Future, you can say I want 22. Or if you're a superstar like Chris Brown, you can say I want 32. Who's going to tell you can't do it? You're a star. You lose a lot of money. You lose more money doing it that way because obviously you have to pay more people. It ain't like, your album's only covered up to a certain amount of songs and then it's like you in the threshold, you on that. I work with Future. I think that Future is very insulated. When the last time any of us heard him talk?
Number one track, fucking interview.
Like he doesn't even talk to you. He's very insulated. So I think Future relationship with his audience is I give y'all the music, y'all give me info. I also think that Future would drop an album a month from now that's a street album and just be like, this dude would do 10 songs in like a 2-day period. Like he's a machine when it comes to that. So I mean, I like the album. I like it because I like all his shit though. I didn't expect like but if you only want like a certain Future, I can see why this would frustrate you, but he also said this the real me.
We have to start with one of the biggest moments in hip hop this week, and that was with Jay-Z's concert at Yankee Stadium 3 nights in a row. Smicky and Jack was there this weekend, so we definitely gonna have you guys' intake on that. He definitely made history. He reunited with some people, and the people still were not happy, and there was cause for debate still. So we just gonna jump straight into it. Smicky, how was it?
It's great. I mean, it's
What
Jay.
night you went to?
First night.
You and Jack both was that first night?
Yeah, fact.
Okay. So I think it was just great to kind of see Reasonable Doubt live, right? And you think about it, you see Nas rapping over Jay shit rapping over Nas, Beyonce popping out. I wanted to see Mary. It would have been nice to see
That would
Mary.
have been nice, yeah.
Right? Obviously, shocking, haircut.
Yeah, that was like
You know
the
what that
first thing,
means?
yeah.
You know what that means?
Was it really shocking?
Yeah. I thought he was going to keep the fro for a little while.
I think it was a little predictable.
I thought so too.
She cut his hair in the stadium.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you make it not predictable. The cheat code, whenever it comes to the hair, is the wife. As long as the wife's involved, everybody mind their effing business. That's like mama. I want his hair like this. Every man knows what that means. Mind your damn business.
Obviously, we got the freestyle, right?
Yeah.
He only freestyled one night.
One night.
Yeah.
I think he probably would have did it.
I think he
Sunday?
heard us. I think he heard us.
That would have been
I really, I don't care what nobody say. I think he saw us and he said, damn, they know what's coming. I can't do that now.
He got at Target. A lot of capitalism in that verse. What do you think about that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of phased out during the verse.
Why did you phase out?
I
Jack
let the
was
bar
lit.
get in the drink.
Oh,
Jack was lit.
Living up to the name.
I thought we were gonna get
Thank you,
a
Jack.
longer joint. But he was just basically calling out his trolls.
Yeah.
If you support, if you on Twitter or if you on Instagram, why you can't do Amazon? I mean, why you can't go to Target? And he kind of felt a little disconnected because I think there's a lot of people who feel a certain way about the whole Target scenario and him doing that, but he had to rationalize it, so I'm not mad at that.
I think he didn't say nothing on this. I think he didn't rap no more, honestly, because of that cap line.
Yeah, the cap line.
I think the Kaepernick line, I think that's what people drew the line for him. Like, it was like the people that stuck up for him, that was the first one. It was like, oh, they gonna get him for that.
Yeah.
Cap went out and got a check.
But he said he signed in something that he didn't really do that.
Yeah, they said that you know, they said Jay's line was they digging deep for narratives. It's embarrassing. They running out of characters. Had to bring up Cap again, and they were trying to imply like Cap had to be silent after he took that check. But then they did the research and said there's no proof anywhere that Cap kind of like signed a gag order
Right.
after he took the check. You know what I'm saying? From the NFL. So.
It goes back to why I say we in high school. You know, you think you're in your victory moment, and all it takes is for you to mishandle one's name in a major moment, and that's what people gonna focus on. To me, it's like, you know, like Jay is a capitalist rapper. It's always about money. He's my favorite rapper, but I know he's a capitalist rapper. When he spoke about Cap, I was like, they gonna get him for that because they looking to get him for something. So I didn't think he freestyled no more. Overall, I think I was happy for him. Like, it's really hard to go home and be celebrated by your hometown and you don't live there anymore.
Hardest.
Like, and that's really hard to have a homecoming. You know, unless it's like an island, but like New York City is like the fact that they rallied around him like that. I was happy for him, man. I love everything about it. I love how he have his wife with him. I love how I loved how his daughter was on stage.
Yes.
I just thought it was a good show. You know, I will say this. The one thing I can say is it really helped me realize that there's a such thing as stadium music. And I didn't know that until this concert. Because when Reasonable Doubt, when I heard him rapping the lyrics of Reasonable Doubt, I was like, that's not stadium music. And that was just my only comment. It's like, man, like, you know, you just learn from this. Like, man, there is a such thing as stadium music, and I don't think he makes it.
The only song that I feel like resonated like that in the stadium was Niggas in Paris.
Oh, that's. I mean, but that's Ye.
Everything. Yo, well, that's my point.
Point made. I
You know
was
what I'm
very
saying?
disappointed not to see. I mean,
Everybody was mad because he didn't have
Right.
Rockefeller.
Rockefeller.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, Bleak
well,
came out.
Bleak was
Bleak
there.
was there. And Jazzo.
Bleak is 560 State Street. They lived on the same. Bleak lived 2 floors up from him.
And then Jazzo.
That's his man.
Jazzo was
So
there
he's
too.
gonna be there regardless.
Yeah,
Man.
Bleak is one of his best friends. So like he
I was
got Bleak.
ecstatic.
No
seeing
beans.
Rihanna.
No beans.
No beans.
No Foxy.
No
That's
Foxy.
who
No
waiting
We
on.
was waiting on Foxy.
Oh
Waiting on
my
Foxy.
god.
No state property.
Yeah.
No state
Why
property.
is that?
I mean, everything I think Jay does is for a reason. Like
No
he's
Dipset.
brilliant. Like I just think that they wasn't needed.
No Dipset.
No Dipset. Oh, they wasn't needed.
No Source Money.
Wasn't needed.
No Kanye.
Well, you know that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, that wasn't.
That just would have
Well, the
elevated.
But hold on. But y'all did see Ye commented though.
No.
Fire emojis on a Jay performance.
He gotta
Oh,
do that,
that's
but
good.
he crossed the line with the comments about his
Kids, you can't
ain't
talk
no
about
good
Can
kids.
he
turn
come
up
back
from
from
that.
that?
I think he come back from that. Can we get to this Charlamagne Akademiks call? Did y'all watch the interview?
Yeah,
did.
I saw enough clips
watched
of it. You watched the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Okay.
Okay, so
Hold on, wait a second.
So where y'all want to start with that?
some
Yeah, okay, so Charlamagne sat down with Akademiks. They've been exchanging words, you know, back and forth on the internet, so it was nice to see it. And they're bringing up old conversations and, you know, trying to hold each other accountable. And of
Right.
course, the topic at hand was with, you know, us recently finding out that Charlamagne was working with Jay-Z in the casino.
Right.
And Charlamagne kind of like downplayed it, like that wasn't a secret job, like it was out already.
yes,
So
and he always made it clear he was affiliated with Rock Nation.
He
and
did?
Then that's what
Oh,
he
that's
said.
what he said. Okay, I didn't
And
know.
then
Okay.
he also kind of came at Act saying like, Act, if Drake came to you to do business, you would have did it with him too. So it's kind of like, you know, trying to scapegoat himself. So what do you think?
I'll say this. So Charlamagne is my GOAT of media. He always had 100%. After that interview, I got to give him 98. And the only reason why is because, so when you've been doing media this long, you know what you want from it, right? Charlamagne was coming to discredit Act. He was coming to discredit Act, and the second thing he was trying to do was to get Act in the room with them folks. Like, and it was weird because I've always been like a Charlamagne fan, so watching how he would like kill people and hear him say he loves somebody was like interesting to me. He's like, I love Dez. I've never met Dez. I don't know Dez. I've been in the music business. I don't know how long she's been in it, but when you're in the music business, there's certain people you get warned about. Like, don't play with them. I've never met Dez, but I've never heard anybody speak positive about her, like they liked her. It was always like, don't fuck with her. She get busy. So to see Charlamagne on a huge interview like that saying, I love her, I love her, I love her, to me it says, yeah, you with them for real. Like, and it's hard to be with them and be against them. That's why it's really hard to be their friend. Right. Because if you're their friend, you move the way they move and how they move. So when I watch the interview, I'm always trying to figure out what they wanted from it, right? And to me, Charlamagne wanted to discredit Ak. And Ak was trying to Ak is like the kid in the room. So they want him to seem like he's paranoid. Like, what are you talking about? You think they're trying to get you? I think Ak understands, because he carries the celebrity with him, right? So I think he kind of knows, like, yo, people would really hurt me if I was in certain positions in certain worlds. So I think Ak understands, like he's not favorited, like, by society, right? You know, Charlamagne is kind of like Mr. Cognito and Dr. Evil, I don't know if I'm saying the names right, from X-Men.
X-Men, yep.
So it's like, they kind of like those two guys, where it's like he kind of mentored Professor X.
Professor X and Magneto.
Yeah. Like they feel like Professor X and Magneto. That's who Charlamagne, and that's so they're goats in media. So I'm watching it obviously for so many reasons, but Charlamagne gets 98% for me now because he is with them, and he didn't say it, and he found a way around it, so he addressed it. But like when you hear Charlamagne, who became a pundit talking about people, speaking that positive about someone who I've never heard. Like, I know people inside the camp that's like, man, when she come around, I leave. I've been around Jay, so it's like, I've never heard nobody. It was like they talked about like the boogeyman. Charlamagne talked about it like she was a mom and a warm person. That lets me know that he's completely with them. No problem with it. But like, when I hear him speak about Rock Nation now, I know that that's the 2% that I'm like, I know he's compromised there. He's one of them. Whatever he says is what they want him to say. Like the fact that he was trying to get Akademiks to sit down with them. Like, if I could set it up. And it's like, I don't know, man. It just didn't sit well with me. But like, I'm also not 200 million up in media and ain't that comfortable to say what it fits. So it didn't sit well with me, but you know, I respect it, you know, because he was flipping. What if Drake wouldn't do business with you? What Drake wouldn't want to do business with you, because that's not how Drake influences media. That's how Jay influences media. That's how he plays the game. Like, I'm gonna get in business with the biggest guys. That's how Jay plays. So of course Drake is not thinking on that level. He's just like making his money, and Ak is his boy. But I mean, you know, Charlamagne's still a GOAT to me, but like 2% I gotta take from him because he's with them. And that to me is like, okay.
Mentioning Drake, Akademiks went as far as to say like, they were trying to use him or get him out of the way
so they could kill Drake.
So they can ruin Drake completely, was basically his narrative on the situation. And just seeing how things are playing out, I mean, and how they're using, you know, their voices through large media personalities, I don't see that as not being like a probability.
I mean, this is the reason why when we had the conversation about 50 Cent and Akademiks, how I was saying Akademiks, he talks so much and he's so much in the space of his fan base. They're not gonna let nothing happen to him. He was the guy keeping Drake's name alive during
the beef,
the whole Kendrick
beef
situation,
and that whole wave.
The suit, lawsuit.
When he was getting sued, when he was dropping music, like the 100 gigs, when he dropped the stuff with Party, he was the guy. He was championing him when everybody was like, it's over, it's over, it's over. So that's how you know, like, you can't get Ak out the way. He's already solidified. His foundation is built. He built it brick by brick, you know, and off the backs of, you know, violence in Chicago, whatever. He's here now, and you cannot get rid of him at this point because his fan base is extremely loyal, and it is what it is.
Ak is bigger than most rappers.
You did a lot of my favorite joints, especially on All Eyes on Me, Scandalous.
Yeah.
I Ain't Mad at You, but most importantly, My Mind Made Up, which
Man,
for me is one of the top probably 3
I didn't know you did that.
rap pasta cuts of all time.
Got my
First it was
mom
me and
made
Rage. Rage was on there first.
Okay.
And then, you know, she didn't want to be on there. Or she
That's great.
did, but 2Pac heard it.
And he took it.
Yeah.
So there's a folklore of, at the end of the song, you hear Inspector Dex.
I ain't that's the rebel.
Right. And there's rumors that there's a lost. Well, I actually heard the Inspector Deck verse. It's like on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah.
Can you tell us the real story of why Inspector Deck's verse was not on that song, and any other like cool things that you could tell us about?
Well, it was a hot, sunny, smokerful day. Corrupt comes over my house, and he brings Red Man, Method Man, and Inspector Deck. Rage is already over there, and we start cooking up the beat, and we record on ADATs. If anybody know what ADATs is. 1, 2, 3 tapes. You know what I'm saying? But I was using VHS tapes. I was formatting them. Because, you know, the ADAT tapes was costing like, what, $30 or something? Motherfucker, I get a pack of 7 VHS for $7.
Wow.
But I just format them, so I learned that. And so we put the song down and we went to Dr. Dre house to lay it down from ADAT to 2-inch. And we left the tapes there. And then Dr. Dre heard it and told 2Pac he did it. That's what that part you talking about come in at.
That's why Pac, that Gemini, that's why he unloaded
That's what
those
that part
Gemini
come in
shit.
where he like, he like, man, I come in and say, nigga, that's my shit. You know what I'm saying? And so the last tape was missing. I had everything on 1 tape, 2 tapes, 16 tracks of the first 2 tapes. The last tape had Inspector Deck verse on it, but whoever transferred it didn't know it. And that's why you only hear his background vocals on there. But that's why I'm going back in after I get this lawsuit going, when they open up the book, because I just served them. So that means they got 30 days to give me discovery and everything, right? So, but I'm going in there and make that request that I need to change the splits on that song. From a third, Corrupt, Pac, and me get a third, which was conjured up by Suge Knight. Because, he knew what the publishing and all of that type of shit was.
Yep.
And Red Man and Method Man and Inspector Deck never got paid for 30 years until they ain't never got paid. Right now, they ain't got paid for that shit. They ain't never got paid for that shit.
But I want to ask you this: what was the thought process? Because obviously, the All Eyes on Me album was like kind of Pac's. That was kind of Pac putting the West above all, right? Like we the West, but him putting on Meth and Red on that record, it was almost like.
That was us.
Yes, it was like we still.
That was for our album, man, Corrupt album.
Got it. That's why he used it.
Yeah, that was for us. But he didn't know because Dr. Dre showed it to him as he did the track.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your relationship like with Dre?
I ain't seen him in 30-something years. I just, after the Chronic, I ain't never, I seen him one time. I just took a picture with him, but.
You just see him. You see him.
After all that, we ain't got no relationships. You know what I'm saying? Half of the niggas that I did business with back in the days, they on that side with Snoop and Dr. Dre. So if you don't do what they tell you to do, then you're not in the crew.
Can I be honest with you? That's the part of this business I hate the most. When people pick sides.
Yeah.
When it's like, oh no, you go, and it's like, until you understand, like I love Snoop, I love Daz.
They only call me for this kind of beat up some niggas and get cracking and shit and
Put
some
some
niggas
work in,
shooting, shit like that. I did that plenty of times for the dog. Like I tell him, I beat niggas up for you. You ain't never beat no niggas up for me. So why'd you acting so tough? Get my shit, man. You know the shit fake. All the paperwork that he got over there is all fake. And he know it too, because he was in the same paperwork.
But what I'm saying to you is this. It's like, so Daz, I have one goal for this show. My only goal is to somehow help you fix it.
Yeah.
Because I hate the family feuding. Because as much as it's funny to us, it's like, y'all niggas really y'all cousins. Like, it's like, you know what I'm trying to say? When it's like, y'all was on the playground together. Y'all
when it comes to money, it separates. Me and Snoop used to steal back in the days, right? So we had this old lady, right? Oh my God. We had this old lady, we used to help her with her groceries. She was white, but then she had cats every motherfucking where in the house. So we would help her in there, and she would have money everywhere. I'm talking about coins, dollars, all that shit. We and Snoop would help her put her stuff in there and go in there and take some money out of that shit. He always give me the coins.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question. I know we are a lot of time, but this is something that I want to talk about. Boosie. Is that illegal?
To pay for a pardon? Because
Boosie tweeted, if you want to.
He paid somebody $600K
$600K
to get him a pardon.
That's illegal.
He said,
That's illegal, right?
Boosie said, everyone in all caps, of course.
Why would he say
Everyone you said you reached out to for my pardon has said you are lying. Every name you've named has denied your allegations. Everybody you named, they don't have time to speak. It's getting hot. So where did the money go? I thought Trump signed the pardon. I thought you had the president on speed dial. You should have did your research before trying to jack me like you did the others. # I'm loved and respected.
Yeah, but
Who did he pay?
He doesn't.
some guys that he gave some
know.
guys $600K who said that they could get him pardoned by Trump. The $600K didn't go to Trump though.
It didn't go to Trump.
So,
went to Turks.
so my thing is how can you sue for that?
You can't.
You can't.
Boosie is suing.
Boosie need to get off the internet, bro.
He
Walk him right
needs
in.
to, because this is not his first time like incriminating himself like online. Like that's
I'm just asking y'all because when I saw it, I'm like,
What the-
I've
Okay.
never seen nobody admit that they paid something to get
Can't
something.
pay-
Here it
you
is.
Can't pay for a pardon.
Boosie Badass hired Jacob Wohl and Jack Berkman, two well-known right-wing scammers, to help secure clemency from Trump.
yeah.
The rapper is now trying to retrieve $300K from them. So,
It's over.
Jug, finesse.
He
I'm
got
going
finessed.
with the
He got
sack.
finessed. It happens.
He got finessed and he can't be a gangster. You're gonna spend more money trying to get the money than you are. You guys are like write that off. They
Write
got
it
you
off.
for that.
Yeah, write it off.
Hey, they got you, brother. I just
Well, isn't that kind of like snitching though?
It's self-incriminating.
It's self-incriminating. He's snitching on himself.
Than anything.
It's
I
over.
don't know why he thought the pardon was going to only cost $600K from Trump. Like,
Yeah, it would have cost a lot more.
But they're not
600K
paying
is
for
not
the
doing
pardons
nothing.
though. Like nobody's paying for pardons, are they? Is that
No,
something?
you can't
I was
pay.
gonna say like so
No.
600.
That's bribery. That's bribery.
600K.
that would never
100
happen.
And that's a government official.
Right.
Boosie put himself. That's why I was asking. I'm like, I think he put himself in some shit with that. I think he might want to make that go away. Like, man, I paid for that. No. We don't talk about that. But I think he thinks because it's white people and he black that, hey, bro, business is business. Anybody black hear that, they gonna be like, that was your dumb ass get for giving them $600,000 to some white boys in a suit.
That's all it was.
That's all it was. Some white boys that said, I know Trump.
We got you.
We got you. And you thinking to yourself, they can't do nothing. They can.
Well, they got him.
They wrote your money up as a donation.
Yep.
And literally, and now you ain't getting pardoned, and now you exposing them and you, and it's just, I hate it. I just had
It
to bring it
wasn't
up. I'm
well
sorry, I just
thought
had to
out.
bring that up.
It was not thought out.